There are 6 different types of euthanasia. There is active euthanasia, passive euthanasia, voluntary, involuntary, and non-voluntary, and there's also assisted suicide. The most common types of euthanasia in the world right now are active euthanasia and passive euthanasia. Today, I will be persuading against euthanasia in Mississippi with facts, statistics, and other options. One reason why I believe that euthanasia should remain illegal in Mississippi is because it goes against the doctor's oath. In a doctor's oath, it states, "First, do no harm." Euthanasia means that you're getting doctor-assisted suicide, which goes against the doctor's oath because first, do no harm, but you're helping a patient kill themselves. It doesn't go with their oath, and I don't believe that it should be legal just because doctors are required to take this oath that says first, do no harm. Next, family and friends can also persuade people to get euthanasia, even though that's not what they really want. Some people can just do it just because their family and friends want them to, and they don't want any arguments, they just want to please their family and friends. Another reason is you may want euthanasia at one point in your illness. You may decide that you want to get euthanasia. Well, then you may decide that you don't want euthanasia, but at this time in your illness or your life, you may not physically be able to change your mind and tell the doctors that you don't want to kill yourself anymore, and they will have no idea, so you'll be dying even though you don't really want to die. Next, I will be showing statistics that shows why it should be illegal. Euthanasia is not required to be reported in most countries. 23% of cases in the Netherlands went unreported. This caused 6% more deaths in their country. In some countries, you can be as young as 12 years old to get doctor-assisted suicide with parental consent. 12 years old is not old enough to make this life-changing decision. I believe that you should at least be 18 if this was even legal, just because 12-year-olds don't really know if they want to die or not at this time in their life. Newborns can also get euthanasia if their parents request it, if they show no thriving in their life, if they get diagnosed with something, their parents can request that they get euthanasia. In 2012, a 64-year-old woman requested that she would get euthanasia just because she had an untreatable depression. This is not a valid reason of why you should get euthanasia, because there's treatment centers for depression, there's medicines for depression to help treat it and help you go day by day. Untreatable depression is not a valid reason to kill yourself. In 2015, an 85-year-old man was grieving his daughter so bad that he decided to request euthanasia just because he didn't want to grieve his wife or his daughter anymore. This is also not a valid reason, because everyone grieves. Everyone grieves in different ways. Everyone loses people in their lives, and you just have to grieve and deal with it and then move on with your life. He decided that he did not want to grieve. He didn't want to feel the pain, so he decided to request doctor-assisted suicide, and that's what he did. In 2013, a set of 43-year-old male twins requested euthanasia because of a genetic disorder that they had recently been diagnosed with that may lead to blindness. This wasn't they didn't say that they would be blind. It said that they could be blind in both eyes, and they didn't want to get they didn't want to live anymore. They decided to get euthanasia, even though you can learn how to still live your life blind. You can learn how to walk, how to see without actually seeing. And in my opinion, I just think that they didn't want to learn. They didn't want to have to change their life, so they just decided to get doctor-assisted suicide. There are many other options that you can choose instead of doctor-assisted suicide. The first option is hospice care. This is a program that doctors will come into your home and they'll give you medicine and drugs to alleviate pain as much as they can and make you comfortable while you're in your end stages of your terminal illness. They also give support to family and friends, and they talk with the patients about death and dying and what to expect. And I think this is a very good reason, because it makes the patient comfortable. It doesn't kill them. It makes the person comfortable so they're not in any pain when they die, and they can just go on to the other side. Another option is just to refuse treatment altogether. If you have an untreatable illness like cancer, you can just choose not to get treatment and just to still live your life so you don't have to take treatments every day. And this is another option from euthanasia just because it's not killing yourself, it is still living your life while you can. In conclusion, I believe that euthanasia should remain illegal in Mississippi because there's no valid reasons why you should get doctor-assisted suicide. It goes against the doctor's oath, and people can be as young as 12 years old to get euthanasia. That's not valid. So I believe that euthanasia should remain in Mississippi, and I hope that you agree with me after I've given you these facts, statistics, and other options to choose from. Thank you.